Okay, good morning team. So today let us start uh, once again this. We'll finish up complete setup of this ND installation today, and almost yesterday we are done, and I think we had the balance of creating a custom profile. So we'll create one custom profile and we'll federate it to the same DMJR cell, and we'll see the console content, and we'll see everything, and then we'll close today. Okay. Manager profile, which is a management profile, and we seen folder structure of deployment manager profile. What we discuss, we discuss about the deployment manager. We created a deployment manager profile, and we seen the folder structure of deployment manager profile, and we open that console and we see how the deployment manager console looks like. Then we create one application server profile and we see its folder structure when it is as a standalone. So, and what we did, the next step, we federate this application server profile with deployment manager profile, and then we observe, right? We observe root 1 2 3. We observe the changes of configuration files, what the configuration files is, what configuration changes is happened at the deployment manager profile point of view, and then we see the configuration changes what happened with the child configuration also, and that federation we did from non-GUI. Then we created one more application server profile, and this time we federated with GUI, and then we see the folder structure changes at each and every node level, and we observe what is a master configuration and what is a child configuration, mainly what configuration changes is going to, what configuration changes is happened. Okay, and now we are going to see, now we will do one more, we'll create one more profile, that is custom profile. And I said, what while creating the custom profile, while creating itself, we are going to federate with deployment manager profile. Why? Because custom profile is going to be create like a cell, inside that cell complete configuration files, node inside node complete configuration file of nodes, inside that no Java process. So there, as of it's not having any Java process, there is no console for it. So the best is while creating itself, you are going to federate with any of DMJR profile, and that node is going to be utilized. Okay, now let me go the IBM WebSphere DMJR. Okay, once it is started, and we'll go to that, we'll open the PMT and we'll go for one custom profile creation. And while the profile is creating, we'll check it out once again. And now the folder structures which is already available. Okay, it's okay. Okay, this is the console. So if you click on application server, we'll see two application server. Let me select the custom profile. See here, if you select the cell profile, what it was saying, it will come as a set, deployment manager, and a federated application server profile. All together will come as a set. That's the cell profile. Okay. Anyhow, we are going for custom profile. Profile name custom 01, and this is the custom profile home, and node will give as a node, and host name is localhost. Now you say it was asking with which DMJR you want to federate, right? While creating itself, it was asking. Suppose if you don't want to federate it, somewhere it will be federated later. So now give next. Yeah, here. If you see here, if you click this federated this node later, then it will be disabled. Then what will happen? Only the setup will be only product binaries, only profile home of custom profile will be there, and you can federate it later also. What is the use? Anyhow, if you create a custom profile, you need to federate it, right? That's the reason while creating itself, we will go for the federation. Okay. So node name is custom 0 node 1 localhost, and next, and we are federating with deployment manager. Host name is localhost, and its so port number is 8879. Is not having any authentication, so click on next. Ash, are you able to see the port numbers of HTTP? You are not able to see both, right? You are not able to see the port numbers of yesterday. I think I asked you, right? For the custom profile, you won't
Yes.
see the console opening and as well as application opening because the JVM itself is not there, right? You are not able to see those two. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go for creation. Picture how it was. We already seen, but let us have. Okay. Okay. Some this one is going on, right? So then I'll create another terminal. Because in this terminal, this PMT is going on. Okay. That's why I take another terminal. Okay. Backend this script is running, right? This one. Profiles. And as of now, how many profiles are there? Those three are completely there, and custom 01 is going on now. Let us see the folder structure of DMGR. This we will call as a DMGR profile home. We'll go for config. Then we'll go for cells. And at the cell level, you will see the cell name and plugin cfg.xml file. And then once you log into cell, you will see cell level configuration files. Inside nodes, you will see all 4 nodes. As of now, only 2 nodes are there. Once this creation is done, you will get that custom node also. So all 4 will be there, and as it is a master configuration, its own node has complete configuration file, and as well as every federated node, complete dump will be available as it is a master configuration. Okay. So if you want to see, the complete configuration files. See, AS node complete configuration files. See here, complete configuration file of AS2 node also. So the thing is, as it is a master configuration, it's going to have the complete configuration file of its own node and whatever nodes federated with deployment manager in each and every node's complete configuration files will be available in DMjar because it is a master configuration. So we'll see individually now. So first, which one we federated? We federated AS app server 1, right? Let me go inside app server 1. Okay, let's hyphen LTR and go to the config, then go to the sales. If you see here, what you will see is you will see cell of deployment manager. No more of once this AS node is federated with deployment manager, no more of its cell. It's going to get the deployment manager cell and as well as plugin. I think this one is done. Yeah, so that federation is done. Okay, so now if you get into this cell, you will see cell level configuration files. If you get into the nodes, what you will see here, why custom node is not coming? Federation is done, right?
Yes.
Custom node should come here, right? What is the path of
Yes,
now?
it should come.
What will be there in the custom node?
Cell node and JF will be empty.
Yes. No. Once the custom node came, inside that server index.xml file will be there because I am there at AS app server 01 profile home, right? So its node is AS node. In this, I will see the complete configuration files. Remaining all, I will see only server index.xml file. Anyhow, let me log into this console and let me see. So if you see at the system, I think let me log out and log in again. Okay, let me log in. If you see at the system administration, if we click on nodes, I should see total 4 nodes. Right? See all 4 nodes. AS node 2, custom node 1, and DMjar node. Why those status is like this?
They are
Go
not
for the node
synchronized.
agent.
Node agent, I think, is
Stop.
down.
See here, because of those 2 node agents are stopped, and you are seeing the nodes as a status as a unknown, right? What do you mean by this? So node
I mean,
agents of this is going to be the replicas of those nodes. Okay. Once before federation, those nodes are standalone nodes. sorry, we are going to call them as unmanaged nodes. They are heroes. Once those nodes are fed with DMGR, these nodes are become a managed nodes, and a Java process called node agent will be created in these nodes, which is a mediator between these nodes and DMGR. So no, these nodes will become replicas of node agents. Okay, so node agent should be run. So if you click on node agents, those are the node agents. Okay, so and now from where you can start the node agent is you will get a start from here. From console, is
No,
it possible to start the node agent?
no.
You
From
always you
command line.
you always need to go for its node its own profile home, and there you have to execute the start node command. Okay, so if you want, you can stop it here. If you want to start the node agent, you always need to do it from non-GUI only. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if I want to start this, I need to go for from non-GUI only. I'm looking at where I am. Sorry. There's a bin of app server. Okay. Edit profiles. Where I am. So, okay, first let me go app server 01 and bin, right? How to start the node agent? What is the command?
Start node dataset.
Start node.
Okay. If I want to, as I am already as a app server 01 profile home, right? So directly it will start its node agent. Is it possible to start the node agent also same like a JVM? Then the command is going to
Yes.
be start server.sh space. You have to type node agent. Okay, so let me come out of one and let me go into app server. I have to come once again, and then app server 02 bin, right? There, now I'm going to start this node. So this time I am going to start like start server.sh. If I want to execute with this command, what I have to give? Node
agent.
agent, the
Yeah.
JVM name. In this way also I can start the node agent. But for node agent and for deployment manager, directly we have the command. What is that? Start node and start manager. And both we can start as a JVMs also. The syntax is same. Start server.sh space and JVM name. Okay, both the node agents are started, and let us have a folder structure view once it is federated, right? Let us go into the custom profile and we'll see the folder structure of this federated one. CD config, right? CD cells. Inside that, no DMGR cell and plugin will come there. Inside that cell level configuration files, right? Inside nodes and you will see all its own node, right? With that you will see all remaining 3 nodes also. What will be there in these remaining 3 nodes, Akash?
Server index. Server
Only
index
server
dot
index.xml
XML
file.
and
If you go inside of its own node, you will see complete configuration files. But if you go inside of any remaining 3, you will see only server index.xml file. Okay, now let us see the folder structure changes in AS node 01. Okay, cd config cells local cell and then nodes, right? ls-ltr, what it should be there. See, the custom also came before. It's not shown, right? Because of that refresh is not happened, I think. Okay, so now in which node where we have the path is app server 01. That's why if you get into these nodes, AS node is going to have, as it is its own node, it's going to have complete configuration files, but remaining 3 is going to have only server index.xml file. Clear, right? If you log into
Sir,
this node,
can you explain one more time? Actually, I'm getting some confusion.
see in which path we are. This path is related with app server 01 profile, right? App server 01 profile. And app server 01 node is AS node, right? So if you get into AS node, okay, and if you see, you will see the complete configuration file of it, because its AS node is its own node. If you come out of it and if you log into any of remaining 3 except its own node, any remaining 3, you will see only server index.xml file only. If you want, let me log into AS node.
I get it, sir.
You got it, right? You will see only server index.xml file. Now, if I
Server index.
get into if I get into AS app server profile 2 app server 02, then its node is AS node 2, right? And it's going to have complete
Yes, node
configuration
2.
files. Remaining all is going to have
Only server index data XML.
server index XML file. If I log into custom node, what is going to happen? Profile home.
We can able to see
We
all.
already seen, right? It's going to have its
You can
complete
see.
configuration files. Remaining all we are going to have only server index XML file. Okay, clear? The folder structure is clear, right? So now let us get into the console. Now tell me here the setup is how many nodes, my question is, Akash, how many useful nodes are there? How many useful nodes are there for this? This is the cell, right? How many useful nodes are there? Okay, I can ask you in this way. How many useful nodes are there to create the JVMs?
Yeah, 3.
Yes,
3.
not 4, right? Because fourth node is
Yeah,
dedicated
yeah,
for
not
only one process.
DMGR.
That process is DMGR. You are not at all able to
Yeah.
create any JVM under this node. That's why I'm using this word. We have total 4 nodes in the cell. In this cell, the available nodes are 4. But how many useful nodes you have? Useful is nothing but only in that only you can create the JVMs. That is the purpose of the node, right? So how many useful nodes
Yes,
you have?
yes.
You have only 3. Got the point? In the real time,
Yes.
remember, you are going to have one node of for sure DMGR, which is dedicated node for DMGR process only, and whatever the remaining useful nodes you have in the cell, in that only one node is going to belongs to application server profile. Generally, remaining all is going to be custom nodes only. Why? Only one is enough, because if one is node is a applicant server profile node, in that default server 1 will come, right? So at least for sure every cell is going to have one applicant server profile federated, because this server 1 template is needed for clustering and security, lot of things. I will tell you once the situations is come. So now we did the federation of 2, but generally in the real time what is going to happen? How many applicant server profile nodes will be federated into one cell? Only
One in the
one. Only one. And remaining all are going to be custom nodes only. Okay. So now in this we have how many useful nodes? 3 useful nodes. That means you can create n number of JVMs in each and every these 3 nodes. AS node, you can create n number of JVMs. AS2, you can create n number of JVMs. Custom node, you can create n number of JVMs. And tell me, all these 4 nodes are belongs to same node group, right? Default node group. All those 2 belongs to, all these 4 belongs to same node group, because we discussed yesterday what is node group, right? So it belongs to same node group. See, the members are 4. Now let me create one JVM. Why 1? I can create n number, right? So let me go for a new, right? Now tell me how many nodes it will show to create the JVM. Select the node, right?
3 nodes
In the
available.
drag down, it will show only 3. See, only 3. It's not showing DMGR node. Why? It is dedicated only for DMGR process. That's why I'm saying how many useful nodes we have? 3. The 4th node, DMGR node, is dedicated for DMGR process. Okay, we are not able to create a JVMs under that. Okay, so let me take AS node, which is a app server 01 profile. Okay, and I will give as Apple, the JVM name as a Apple. Click on next. Now see how many configuration files will be updated. See here, it was taking select a server template. Okay, the WebSphere default server template it was taking. But from where this template will come, the template for this template use also, we did in this cell one federated application server profile node is there now. That also going to be used as a template. See, we given the generic ports for this one. It will take updation of the default one actually. Okay. If I click on this finish and see how many configuration files will be updated. And remember, you do the practice like, whenever you did the configuration changes, changes, it will ask the save to master configuration, right? Before saving, see here, it was asking save directly to the master configuration, and before doing this save, go for review. See here, review. If you see, you can check it out. See how many is updating, okay? Those are updated. Which one? Server index.xml file, which is available at the AS node, which is already there, right? It is updated. Remaining all are added because you created Apple is the new JVM, right? That's why all are added. But already in the node, server index.xml file, why it was updated? Because this, whatever the port numbers using by this Apple is updated in the server index.xml file of AS node. Got the point? And
Yes.
core group also updated. So this core group point I will discuss very clearly later. But what my thing is, before, don't go blindly save. Better do the practice in this way. Okay, extract it and check it out. But when you go for this extract, don't forget to click the synchronize changes with the nodes, because this configuration, what is going to happen, this first Apple server is going to create where at the master configuration. Okay, and now those are going to be sync with the child configuration. So don't forget this sync. Click on save.
What is the difference between this normal save? There is two options. One is review, and one is
No, if you go for directly save, you won't see all these things. That's it, nothing difference.
okay. So immediately it will also sync
It
the
will
changes, right?
it will synchronization and everything will happen. Even you don't get the chance to check it out what the changes is happening. That's the intention only. That's why I'm saying go for this all. You will get one idea. Okay. Now you come to know, right, how the which XML files is updating and which XML files are creating now.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Saving is it won't sync with node. Is it
Niranjan, what is your question?
right?
Raj, yeah?
Actually, direct saving is it won't sync with node. That's the issue
No,
will
no, no,
come.
no.
Only
It will
save.
sync. See, I will create now once again one more. Okay. This time I will use AS Node 2, and I will create Apple only. Okay. JVM. Click on next.
That is
The same name, See, the JVM name is Apple for both. But the thing is, one Apple JVM is created under AS Node, another Apple is creating under AS Node 2. Okay. But
true.
the JVM's names are same, but JVMs are created under two different nodes. If I want to create a Apple cluster, the JVMs, the cluster members are going to be the same name, Apple. But Apple is JVM is created under AS node 1, and another Apple JVM is created under AS node 2. Okay.
True.
Yeah. So it's generated unique queue ports. Now what I'm going to, okay, click on finish. Now I'm not going for review. Now I'm going directly, one second, directly save. See, now the same is happened, right?
issue, sir. It's not
Yeah,
coming up.
I had that problem. Okay. This synchronization will be happen for sure. Okay. But time interval will be, I think, 15 seconds or something. See, now it's everything is fine, right?
Yeah, it's happened.
Yeah, synchronization is
Yes.
done. So this is how the console is going to be look like. And now, as a practice point of view, you people try to see how your environment and login and analyze each and every point and how the one cell is created and how the things are there. And now we did the federation, and there is a concept called defederation also, right? That is nothing but remove node. Okay, those point we'll
Hmm.
clearly discuss in the system management. Yeah, it is possible. You can make it as a defederate. Okay, and by using this 6.1, how many DMJ profiles, management profiles you can create? N number, right? So depending
Yes.
upon the environment, suppose you have 50 applications in your real time. You want to, as an architect, as a build team, they given you chance to set up a, you have your organization, your client has 50 applications. He want to you are into build team. He said that set up a environment for it. How you will design, Akash?
Uh, not
Okay, let me
I'm
tell
not
you.
sure
So
like
will let,
how.
yeah, see
Yeah.
here now. See now here I have 50 applications, right? So my first target is in one cell how many applications it's going to be taken. That's what I'm going to decide. I suppose I decided that one cell is going to take care of 10 applications. Okay. So now how many cells I have to create? 5 cells, right?
5 cells.
I see. Yeah.
5 cells. That means I will create by using the product binaries of 6.1. I will create 5 DMGR cells. Get the point?
Yeah.
Okay. DMGR one profile is DMGR1 profile is created means one cell is created, and DMGR2 profile is created means another cell is created. In the same way, I will create 5 cells, 5 DMGR cells. So in each cell, I'm going to make responsibility of 10 applications, right? So how many nodes I will federate in? Let us forget about 5 cells is created for 50 applications. So let us talk about one cell now. So one DMGR profile is created. In that DMGR profile, now first I am going to federate one application server profile. Then I will federate 4 custom profiles. So in that cell, how many nodes are there? Useful nodes. How many nodes are there totally? 6 nodes,
5
right? One DMGR node, one application
useful.
server profile node, and four custom nodes, right? Now, how many
Yes.
useful nodes are there? Only 5. One application
5.
server node
Yeah.
and 4 custom nodes. So assume that by using these 5 nodes, I am going to create 20 JVMs. Okay, I'm going to create 20 JVMs. In the 20 JVMs, each 2 JVMs, I am making club and I am making a 10 clusters. I'm making a 10 clusters. All these 10 applications I'm going to deploy into that 10 clusters. That's it. One setup is done, right? The same way I will
Yeah.
repeat for remaining 4. So now is I am done with my as a architect, as a build team. I did the setup of these 50 applications or not? How, in which way I did? So I divided as a, I have 50 applications, right? So I made it as a, this 50 applications is going to take care by 5 cells. Each cell is taking care of 10 applications. So each cell is nothing but DMGR profile. First I created DMGR profile. For that I federated 5 nodes. One application server profile node, 4 custom profile nodes. So in the DMGR cell 1, I have 5 nodes. By using these 5 nodes, I created 20 JVMs. And by combining each 2 JVMs, I made 10 clusters. So 10 applications I deploy into the 10 clusters. So first 10 applications is taken care by first DMGR cell 1. And next 10 applications will be taken care by same setup I will do cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5. So each cell is taking care of 10 applications. I created 5 cells, and for each cell I federated 5 nodes, right? 5 5, 25 nodes are there. How many JVMs are there? Tell me. 100 JVMs are there. How many clusters are there? 50 clusters are there. How many applications? 50 applications. How many cells? 5 cells. 5 DMGR process, which is managing 5 cells. Everybody is getting my point, right? How it looks like going to be in the real
Yeah,
time
yeah.
setup. Anybody has
Yes.
any doubt?
No,
If anybody
no, sir.
has doubt, please let me know. Okay. So this is how it's going to be looks like. So now is time for your turn. Okay. Check it out. How the setup piece seems to be in your real time. Okay. It will give you more interest to do the R&D now. So you come to know, right? So now you will get a clear picture, how the setup is in your organization. Once if you check, if you got any doubt, let me know tomorrow. We'll check it out. Okay. So fine. So this is how it's going to be looks like. So we are done with this, and for today we'll wind up the call here. 1 second. Okay, anybody has any doubts up to now? Meanwhile, we'll discuss
No,
the.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So if nobody has.
Sir, why we are using the LS LRT and LS LTR? What is the difference in that?
See, LS-LTR, I will show you next time when I'm using. See, the complete no, the variance will be different.
Okay.
See, LS is going to list out here. Whatever the hyphens you are going to give, in that accordingly it will list out. Check it out. That's very simple, no? Generally, as a flow, when I started LS using, I use LS-LTR. Default it will come. That's it. Okay. So that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
for
maximum.
me also.
Yeah, for the maximum, the expand of everything will happen in there. Okay. If you give only LS, what will happen? It only will list out. Okay. If you give
No,
instead of hyphen L,
8. In 8.5, I have seen LS dash means LS dash LRT.
LS
But
dash.
you are I
No,
have
that is same only. Just you are swapping parameters here and there.
sorry.
No, no. That is the same only LRT or LTR. So just you are swapping
Okay.
parameters.